Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, who is the most gracious and merciful. Assalamu alaikum, students. I hope you will be fine by the grace of Allah. I am teacher of Muhammadi Girls School and I will teach you SST Class 3, Unit number 1. Topic is working safely. Before starting the lesson, I am giving you some instruction. Please uh, listen me very carefully. Check your audio setting and use hands free for clear voice. Check your audio setting and use hands free for clear voice. Keep a notebook and pencil with you and note down difficult terms you find during class. Do your homework and copy work according to the teacher's instructions. Don't interrupt during the online class. Your question will be addressed at the end. Now, I'm telling you about copy presentation. Write your biodata on first page of your copy. Make a title page of first term. Make a title page of unit number 1, working safely, in your fair copy for new session and use print handwriting. Now, dear student, I have taught you this chapter half unit. Now, first I will a quick review of this chapter, working safely, unit number 1. What are our learning objectives? By the end of the lesson, student will be able to explain the importance of following safety rules. Student will be able to explain the importance of safety rules, to make own safety rules for some situations. Dear student, now I am revising some of the important points. First, the meaning of working safely. The meaning of working safely is free from harm or risk. Free from harm or risk. Number 2, unhurt. Number 3, secure from threat of danger, harm or loss. Number 4, a safe place. Now I'm telling you the definition of working safely. Dear student, when we work, we have to stay alert. When we work, we have to stay alert from danger. Number 2, the term safety means a state of being protected against physically. Now I'm giving you example of working safely. Safety is a state of being protected from potential harm or something that has been designed to protect and prevent harm. An example of safety is when you wear a seat belt, you can protect from injury. An example of safety is when you wear a seat belt in the car, in the bus, in aeroplane, so you can protect from injury. Now, I'm talking about traffic signs. Traffic signs tell you about traffic rules, hazards, where you are, how to get, where are you going, and where services are located. Traffic signs tells you about traffic rules, hazard, where you are, how to get, where are you going, and where services are located. The shape and colors of these signs gives clues to the type of information they provide. Now, in previous class, I read the poem and I told you that what is the meaning of this traffic signal colors meaning. The red mean stop, yellow mean be ready or slow down, and green color mean go. Now I'm talking about the traffic signals, how to cross the road. Before crossing the road, always make sure there is no traffic coming your way. Before crossing the road, always make sure there is no traffic coming your way. If the signal is green and the traffic is running, you should wait until the light is red and the traffic has stopped crossing and use zebra crossing. Now I told you that there are a lot of advantages of zebra crossing. Zebra crossing, an area of road painted with broad white strips, stop if pedestrians wish to cross. Pedestrians mean who walk, okay, who go and who visit by walk. As per the new motor vehicle law, vehicle passing roads have to stop at the line before the zebra crossing on seeing the red light to allow pedestrian to cross the street. When the walking sign in green lights up on the traffic signal, it indicates that the pedestrian can cross the road using the zebra crossing. Why do we call zebra crossing with this name? Zebra crossing were so named simply because the strips resemble the pattern of a zebra. And what is the advantage of using the zebra crossing? Compared to location without crossing, pedestrians are able to cross the road more quickly with zebra crossing. Zebra crossing are particularly beneficial because pedestrians may find it difficult to judge the speed of traffic when crossing their own without crossing facilities. Now I have told you that if we are using sharp or heavy tools or using something very hot, we should ask an adult. Avoid touching the hot surface. And again, kitchen safety checklist. Wash your hands, follow the direction, don't touch knives, use oven mitts or we can say gloves, hands off the stove, oven, wait to eat until it's cooked, and don't touch hot things. Always ask your adult for help. And I have told you avoid touching an electric pole. We should avoid touching an electric pole, open electric wire or socket. It could be dangerous. Now, dear students, I have told you, but I am giving you more information about. I'm giving you more information about safety rules. What does it mean when uh, tells you someone tells you to be safe? It usually means they are wishing you a safe trip back home or whatever with so many car crashes. Okay, I'm repeating that. What does it mean when someone tells you to be safe? What does it mean when someone tells you to be safe? It usually means they are wishing you a safe trip back home or whatever with so many car crashes. You never know when disaster will strike. It is a nice thing to say to someone. Dear student, now you are looking the slide that what is not to be done in using electricity. What is not to be done in using electricity? First, don't throw or pull electrical cords or wire from the wall. Don't throw or pull electrical cords from the wall. This can damage both the plug and the outlet. Don't attach a cord to another surface with nails or staples. They can damage, and don't use damaged electrical wire. Don't use damaged electrical wire. Electrical burns uh, are very common. Electrical burns are the most common shock which occurs on the hand and feet. Hands and feet. So I'm repeating the electrical. Avoid touching an electrical pole. Avoid touching on an electrical pole. Open electrical wires or socket. It could be dangerous for you. So electrical cords from the wall, don't throw the and don't pull the electrical cords from the wall. This can damage both the plug and the outlet. Don't attach a cord to another surface with nails or staples. They can damage. Don't use damaged electrical wires. Electrical burns are the most common shock which occurs on the hands and feet. Okay, an electrical shock may cause burns or it may leave no visible mark on the skin. It either case an electrical current passing through the body can cause internal damage, cardiac arrest, or other injury. Under certain circumstances, even a small amount of electricity can be fatal. Now I'm talking about the sharp object. A sharp object has an edge that can cut or an end that is pointed. Cut the melon in half using a sharp knife. The cage should have no sharp edges that might cause injury. These scissors are very sharp, sharp teeth and claws. These are the examples. Okay. What is an example of a sharp object? What is an example of a sharp object? Knives and other utensils, cutters, utility knives, safety cutters, and scissor and other things with blades or moving part such as food processor, mixer, meat grinder. Okay. Now I'm repeating that what is an example of sharp object? It's mean knives and other utensils, box cutters, utility knives, safety cutters. It's mean pots we are using in our daily routine in the kitchen. So it's called plates, plates and pots. Okay. So things which are related with the kitchen. Okay, and scissor and any other thing with blades or moving parts such as food processor, mixer, meat grinders. These are the sharp object. Okay, many devices cause sharp injuries, needles or staplers, blades, scissors, and test tubes. However, biological matter such as bone fragments or patient's teeth can also cause sharp injuries. Hollow bore needles and with this is the occurs blood account for most of the injuries among the devices. So, dear student, now be careful when using stairs. Be careful when using stairs. We should look ahead whenever climbing up or coming down the stairs. Looking away may be dangerous. I am repeating that be careful when using stairs. We should look ahead whenever climbing up or coming down the stairs. Looking away may be dangerous. Another safety rule is we should look ahead whenever climbing up or coming down the stairs. Looking away may be dangerous. Uh, Injuries we can get from falling down the stairs, like fractures such as to the face, hands, and wrist. Spinal cord damage, head or neck injuries, and injuries to the brain, injuries to the back or neck. I'm repeating the spinal cord damage, head and neck injuries, injuries to the brain, injuries to the back or neck. So, and broken bones. These are the example that we when we don't be careful and using the stairs, then and we fall down from the stairs, then it happens. So we should look ahead whenever climbing up or coming down the stairs. Now I'm sharing precautions in climbing ice stairs like this, that if we are um, using the stairs, so pay attention, pay careful attention, pay careful attention to your steps. Avoid taking the stairs in you stocking feet loose. It's mean we do not jump from the stairs. Avoid taking the stairs in you stocking feet loose. Loose shoes, don't wear the loose shoes or floppy slippers. Otherwise, it will be a danger for us. And don't rush. If we are using the stairs, so don't rush. Don't be hurry. Avoid distractions. Pay attention to the sign close to the stairs. And make use of good lighting. When you are going up the stairs, you should lead with your stranger leg. When you are going down the stairs, you should lead with your weakers. Now, dear student, you are looking the slide, what you are observing. There are many things which are laying out in the room. So it is very dangerous for us. Never leave pins or sharp object. Never leave pins or sharp object. We should not leave pins or other sharp object laying around the room. They may hurt us and also others. It goes without saying that sharp object can be very dangerous. I have told you sharp object. It goes without saying that sharp object can be very dangerous. Cut and scrapes are not only painful, they can have serious infection. I told you that these when we leave pins or sharp object, that by this we can get harm, because I told you that a sharp object has an edge, can cut or and this is pointed thing, sharp knives and scissor, cutter blades. Don't leave your toys and shoes laying around the floor. Don't leave your toys and shoes laying around the floor. You may trip over them. You may trip over them. Keep knives, forks, scissors, and other sharp objects in a drawer. If we don't follow these safety rules, we may be injured. Now, we are talking about medicine. Medicine should not be taken without consulting an adult. Medicine should not be taken without consulting an adult. We should always check the expiry date before taking medicine. A medicine a medicine may become seriously harmful after its expiry date. An expiration date or expiry date is a previously determined date after which something should no longer be used either by operation of law or by exceeding the anticipated shelf life for perishable goods. Now I'm explaining more that the expiry date usually means that you should not take the medicine after the end of the month given. For example, if the expiry date is July 2020, you should not take the medicine after 31st July. What is the difference between best before date and expiry date? What's the difference between best before date and expiry date? Expiration date tells consumer the last date a product is safe to consume. Best before date, on the other hand, tells you that the food is no longer in its perfect shape from that date. It may just lose its freshness, taste, aroma means smell, or nutrients. So I have explained complete part of the unit. Now I'm explaining the work. Yes, home task. First, textual question answer, short question answer. Okay. Question number 1, why it is important to follow safety rules? Answer, in order to enjoy our life and benefit from the different things around us, we must always remember that if we work carelessly, we can hurt ourselves as well as other people. Question number 2, what should you do when crossing a road? Answer, before crossing the road, always make sure there is no traffic coming your way. If the signal is green and the traffic is running, you should wait until the light is red and the traffic has stopped crossing. Dear student, please take the screenshot so that it will be very easy for you to do the work in your copy. Okay? Now, question number 3. Why is it dangerous to touch an electrical pole? Electric pole. Answer, it is dangerous to touch an electric pole because electric current passes into the electrical wire. Question number 4, why should we check the expiry date before taking a medicine? Why should we check the expiry date before taking a medicine? Answer, because a medicine may become seriously harmful after its expiry date. Question number 5. Why should we leave sharp object? Why should we leave sharp object laying around on the floor? Answer, we should not leave pins or other sharp object laying around the room. They may hurt you or others. Dear student, there are 5 short questions. You will have to take the screenshot, please, and do this task in your first term copy. Okay, I am showing the slide Again, textual question answer, please take the screenshot. There are 5 short questions. Now, descriptive question. Write the importance of safety rules. You will have to write 6 points. Dear student, in 2 classes, I have explained the descriptive question of importance of safety rules in first class and also in second class. Okay, so that now it will be very easy for you to write the importance of safety rules, advantage of safety rules. Okay, so at least you will have to write 6 points. Now, activity based question. Question number 1, make a mind map and write at least 6 points for writing safety rules of the kitchen. Dear students, you know very well that in first class I have told you the kitchen safety rules. Now it is the time that now you will have to write the kitchen safety rules. Okay? And dear students, you will have to complete the book activity page number 3, A part, and page number 4, C part. A part, look at the following newspaper. There is news about some accident, and write your own words, these accident. So I have told you home task, complete the activities of page number 3, A part, and page number 4, C part in textbook. And write the answer of given question in your fair copy. Page number 3, textbook. Page number 4, open page number 4. I am explaining something. Please take the screenshot of home task. I am explaining the C part, page number 4. Make your own safety rules for the following situation. Number 1, when the light goes off at night, what you will have to do? So you will have to write the situation, write the safety rules. Okay, this is the situation and you will have to write the safety rules. So what you will have to do. For example, don't move in the dark room, don't run in the dark room, and don't leave any sharp things laying around the room, and don't touch the electrical pole. And also you will have to call your adult. Number 2, if you are working in the kitchen, open page number 4. I am reading and you please see. If you are working in the kitchen, so which safety rules you will have to follow? Of course, you will have to use the gloves, and you in first class I told you that you will have to write your own safety rules. And number 3, if you are at the seaside, and number 4, if you are on the road, so you will have to write your safety rules. Okay, please, I am showing you the textual question answer. Please take the screenshot and do your work in your fair copy. In first class, I told you the procedure of in first page you will have to write the biodata. In second page you will have to write the title page of first term, and second page you will have to make the title page of unit number once working safely. Then you will have to do your work. Now it is time to say Allah Hafiz.